All right, before I continue, let me bring this statement in. Daddy Freeze made a statement that's going viral on Instablog Nigeria 2 hours ago, and I'm curious to know what you guys think about this statement. Um, let's see. There you go. Let's bring Daddy Freeze to the pulpit. All right. I'm just gonna play it and then we'll talk about it. Let's see. Daddy Freeze is a veteran radio guy, Nigerian radio guy. But these days it's mostly on his platform, on YouTube and other social media platforms. So let's see what he said and let's take it from there.
Stop marrying girls that are hungry. Update in Mojaf.
Wait.
Stop marrying girls that are hungry. Update in Mojafunye and Yokurin. Enough is enough.
He says, stop marrying girls that are hungry.
You marry a girl, you tell her, what are you going to do for me? Start asking, start being bold.
Start asking, what are you going to do for me? Start being bold.
What are you going to do for me? How much are you paying me as allowance monthly?
Wait, what?
Hey, man.
Wait. How much are you going to pay me? It is a going to, but I think he's trying to say the same thing, right? How much are you paying me in monthly allowance?
How much are you going to pay me as allowance monthly?
Hey.
If you don't meet a woman that can pay you allowance monthly, she's not worth your time.
If you don't meet a woman that can pay you monthly allowance, she's not worth your time. Another angle. Listen. Let's talk about it. I can't wait to get to the comments.
Stop marrying beneath you. Adenuga Pikin go marry Dangote Pikin. They know they marry bricklayer. You never see Adenuga Pikin marry bricklayer. You never see Dangote Pikin. You don't know who Dangote Pikin marry?
Do you know who Dangote, who the richest black man in the world, do you know whose children he married? He married Adenuga or something like that, right? Right. The points are discombobulated. They're all over the place. But let's talk about it.
Marry former Inspector General of Police son.
Oh, former Inspector General of Police son is who Dangote's daughter married.
My guy, big shout out to him. I love him to pieces. Jamil. MD.
Jamil.
Who Babangida daughter marry?
Who Babangida daughter marry?
Then you, a whole man, you are going to marry somebody that is any half of your salary.
Some small virgin girl. Is this a virginity talk or something? Is that what this is? Is this about Israel? I'm wondering if it is about Israel.
Struggling to earn what you are earning. The two of you now. Marry, as they earn 10K a month, they look for women where they collect 30K a month. Now where your eyes supposed to be with that, and they must
marry up, gentlemen. You need to be the hypergamous one. You go my practice hypergamy. You marry up. That's what he's saying right now. If you're making 10K, look for a girl making 30K.
Fine. They must curvy. They must good for bedroom. Is that not how they rate us?
Oh, they must be curvy and good for bedroom. That's how they rate us, men.
Is that not how they rate us? A woman will see a rich man, we say in Bolahan no big rich.
I think Bola, that's the name they call it now. Is that where Bola came from? Listen, I'm learning every day.
A woman will say a rich man with big Bolahan go say he's short. A woman go say a tall rich man with big Bolahan, she go say he's not handsome.
Ah! Oh, Benny. He said, your preferences have been preferencing. It's time for men to have preferences. That's what he's saying, right?
But me, I can pick from the gutter. You can't pick from my own gutter. No, I ain't picking from the gutter no more. I'm picking from the palace.
Shegbo. Now they hear.
Now big fish I want they fry. Hey, all of you men. Now big fish I want they fry. Any woman that cannot give you a monthly allowance is not worth it. Stop going around after hungry girls.
No hungry girls.
Give yourself some class. Stop marrying girls that are hungry.
Stop marrying
Update
girls that are hungry. Update no jafunye. Anyway, let me come to the chat before I come and read some of these comments. Yes. Allowance new. Allowance. Mario said we ready freeze. How much did he ask from taste board? But out there, ouch. My internet is back now. Welcome back, Yvette. I think Freeze is still traumatized by his ex. Wahala. He needs serious therapy as an emergency. Listen, I've listened to Freeze in the past. I don't listen often enough, so I can't really claim that. But anytime I stumble into him, I feel like he sounds better. But I'm not listening enough, so I don't know. So I don't know. But I feel like he's trying to find like a balance or something like that. Like he slowed down on the whole jackpot thing, jackpot married thing. But maybe I'm wrong because listen, the gender war is real. Okay, that's what this is about, obviously, but I will address it in a minute here. He's such a weirdo. I'm supposed he found 2 women to marry him. Jesus. Take it easy. Take it easy on my guy, Freeze. I will understand if he says the wife should partake in taking care of the house. I think he's just trying to say it in a very colorful way. I think that's what he's trying to say. He's trying to say women should contribute, right? There is the reality. We're having this 50-50 conversation. That's where this is coming from, okay? That's where this is coming from, okay? That a woman should bring something to the table, On paper, I agree. In reality, let's talk about it. Okay. In reality, at best, at most, right? There is I'm trying to see because let's use this 4-point focus. Okay, that's not how that conversation goes. If it's a conversation at all, if you guys are friends, that's not how that goes. Okay, if you see this woman as your friend, that's not how that conversation goes. And if you did see this woman as your friend, you probably won't need to have this kind of conversation. So number one, discombobulated. Let's push that, right? Sex. If you're having sex with that person, there's a good chance that it's going to get dry, okay? If you're already in this place where you feel the need to have a conversation with your spouse or a spouse to be in this way, even that one no go last, okay? Expectations, it's a mindset. This talk way you just talked just now is a mindset. That mindset will not work, okay? That mindset is going to, in fact, make a woman hide everything from you because you won't know when to stop, okay? Even if on paper it makes sense. Even though in reality, most marriages, they actually help themselves. People are contributing, okay? But that usually doesn't start as this type of conversation where bring me allowance or bring me your paycheck. That's not how that starts. It's usually a number one thing. We're friends. Of course, I'm going to contribute. Of course, I can't wait to help you. It might even be like, no, babe, you save that money for us for rainy days. So like, no, babe, I need to contribute something. I'm assertive. I'm a feminist. I need to contribute before I can feel like a human being. Right? Forget the feeling like a woman thing. I need to feel like a human being. I need to contribute. Remember Kiki, right? Kiki, the skit maker, right? So, but if she feels safe and secure, which is the reality, internal mindset, she can't wait to come. If you guys are friends, she can't wait to contribute anyway. Okay, but if you think you talk like that and you expect that she will now feel free to give you the money, you have unrealistic expectations. Okay, pride and ego, the pride and ego of most men, they can't handle a person who makes more money than them in the long run. In the long run, if especially if they are the type of people that will start with this attitude, like let's just play equal, let's 50-50 mindset this whole thing. If they're the type of person, they're usually the type of person that will have unmanaged pride, unmanaged ego, discombobulated pride everywhere. Basically, they don't know when to calm down. Okay, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay, it's mindset. Okay, on paper, this is actually the reality of most marriages. They all contribute. Okay, we don't call it allowance. Okay, but on paper, that's actually the reality. Okay, but when you bring that entitlement mindset to it, what do you mean entitlement? She should contribute. I don't know what's the better word. It's really just a mindset thing. When you try to play equality with your woman, I know she told you she wants equality. If you try to play equality with her, it will work. She cannot respect you. If she can't respect you, she cannot love you. She cannot be in love with you if she can't respect you. Okay? If you move this way, okay, that's the part of this conversation that everybody else will probably never get to. Okay? Yes, on paper, it sounds good. In maybe 2050, people will start doing that. What do you bring to the table? I will bring about 50% allowance. I'll bring maybe $50,000 of allowance per year to the table, right? As we stand today, if you try what Freeze just said in your relationship, you will collect.
Sorry.
And you deserve it. Okay, because Freeze is a radio guy. He does what he does. He's supposed to do what he does to get you all to click. But if you go and try this, carbon copy paste this, just go and look at Freeze interact with this lady. Does that look like somebody that will say, what allowance do you bring to the table? Does that make any sense? It's not making sense, right? It's not making sense. But let me come to the chat really quickly. I will understand if he says the wife should partake in taking care of the house. Well, this is reality for most. If it's a case where people are making it work, that's usually the case anyway. If she's not bringing finances, she's bringing something that's probably worth more than finances, you know. And if she's not, then look at yourself in the mirror, because the way the woman moves is a function of how you move. That's just the reality. You know, you want to play competition, she can do it better than you. Okay. So now that Freeze is a woman, oh yeah, wahala. Continue. Indimi's daughters married Babangida's son, but he divorced her, Lobato, and married a regular girl. There you go. So a lot of this conversation we end up in a poto because it's the same in the same side of the mouth. They will come out like, you know, come and tell you to go and find a 20-year-old girl. Like 40-year-old men only want 20-year-old girl. A 20-year-old girl does not have much. Okay, she's just starting her life. She's not gonna bring you allowance or whatever the hell you call it. Okay, so it's unrealistic. It's just viral nonsense at best, you know. And the DF as a wife, Omo, I don't know how she's taking this along. What did I do, Marriott? Men have always had preferences. Women are the ones that have been managing. Let's tell ourselves the truth now. It depends on what we're talking about. It depends. We all have preferences. How about that? Okay, we've all had preferences, and we all settle for what the lames might consider less than the preferences. You attract what you are, right? We settle down. Let's call it settle down. Okay, not settle for, but settle down. We settle down at some point when reality kicks in. All of us, right? It said she hired a new expensive divorce attorney. Stop marrying women that are hunger. He needs serious koboko. Yeah, that's not the way our social construct is constructed. This is this is a lash out by men. He's helping men lash out. If men, for as long as men continue to lash out, they'll continue to collect.
Sorry, yo.
We don't have that luxury, okay? And it's not in our best interest to lash out either. Like, let's strike right now. Let's strike. We're going to strike and just ask women for allowance for every time. You don't have to do it. You just have to have the mindset. If you have the mindset,
Sorry, yo.
you don't have to do it at all. You just have to have the mindset. That's all it takes. And you just collect left and right. You're right. She wants that money. I think she's watching from before. He's a shock jock. This is his livelihood, but all this gender wars is not good for Nigerian society. Yeah, it's going to get worse. But it gets, if you want to work on yourself, the easier it gets, because there's just going to be discombobulated people with no skills, no game, all over the place. Okay, it means you get to stand out more. That's how I see it. The guy sounds like he's bitter with women. He's taking sides with men. They will start having inferiority complex and accusing the wife of things she's not doing. Yeah, that's the other side of that conversation. That we're not, like, if you're making 10K, go and be looking for 30K. Okay, can you handle that? Maybe you're going to start feeling some type of way because she decided to buy herself a nice new Agora Range Rover. Are you gonna be like, maybe you should leave inside of my face, me, I slap you? Yeah, right. He's exuding a lot of feminine energy when he talks this rubbish. Yeah, it's not gonna work. He's collecting his money on the internet. Make una dey play. Yeah, that's what this is. If I go, what's up? You good?
Yeah.
You need me? I'm on the show. Go tell your mommy. Huh? Okay, bye. Sorry about that. I just saw somebody in my face just like staring at me. Like, am I safe? Let's see. Yeah, I want to go to the chat. The chat of, sorry, not the chat, the comments on Instablog Niger. Yeah. You see them all, comment section. Real men are provider. Abeg, wetin real men they do? They slay on bed. Real men they die quick. Oh. Yeah, when you bring in this whole bye thing for men, it's like you're fantasizing about a world that doesn't exist. Okay? The reality, gentlemen, listen to me clearly. Men have always died for the progressiveness of the world. That's just the reality. Okay? And there's no amount of there's no amount of gender war that's going to change that. At least not now. Maybe 50 years from now. For now, you have to. That's your reality, gentlemen. Okay. So every time you bring it into the conversation, I'm looking at you sideways like, is that a grown man? I'm not sure. This is actually a personal friend, Sean. I swear the disrespect towards men is too much. Comparing men to sex toys. No more marrying down. A broke woman deserves a broke man. Vice versa. Here's the reality. It's always been that way. That's the reality. Broke people marry broke people. People marry people in their circle. People marry people in their profession. We're not saying anything profound when we say this kind of stuff. There's nothing special about what you just said. Shout out to Sean. Nothing special about what you just said. It's always been that way. That's when Daddy Freeze was making an example, Babangida married this person, something like that. It's always been that way. That is not, that argument does not go against hypergamy. Because a lot of this stuff is mindset. And it ends at mindset. Everything you see in the physical, finances, physical, all that kind of stuff, those are symptoms. It starts from the mindset. Right? I know that's too much serious talk. You need me to troll so that you can share the video, but like, come on, Come on, okay? Like, we need to get it together, gentlemen. I make a lot, yet my man doesn't let me spend my money on bills. Real men enjoy being the provider and protector. Wahala. Right. That's a woman saying that. Agenda to turn men to being feminine and lazy. High value men are providers, protectors, and leaders. That's the reality. And we're not talking particularly financial. You know, bringing this conversation down to financial is doing yourself a disservice. You collect.
Sorry, oh.
You go collect. You go collect. Somebody said, "A lazy man go listen to you. I am an Igbo man. To give and take care of our wives and family is our pride." That's a fact. Let me even be doing the proper justice for this. Okay, that means I'll be the head of the house then. Wahala. Daddy Freeze, I reject this for myself. I am a giver, and a giver I'll forever be. And even I'm teaching women to be givers, right? Not financially. But here we go. We have somebody saying men should not give. I can only take that as a joke. You must be joking. There's no way you're not joking. Baba, you are joke. It's a joke. It's a joke now. Person said my ego no go even let me ask woman for money. See? Where I come from, now they take absolute care of women. And this whole thing is balanced already. Stop actively trying to balance from a lame standpoint. This whole thing is balanced. The reality that you see in front of you is balanced already. That's why it's lame to be asking for fairness in romantic relationships. It's all fair already. Your result is a demonstration of the fairness. If you like to change that, you have to give. And you have to start by giving to yourself. But your result is fair. Okay? Somebody said, when you raised your hand, I expected to see a red card. Somebody said, words like this only groom weak men. That's a fact. We're not wired to be weak. We are kings. I'm a king. I agree with that 100%. All right. If na me talk then go say na joke. You're a joke, my dude. Okay, Princess Freeze. Jesus. Jesus Christ. You can't do this better than them. I keep telling you. You move feminine.
Oh, beauty.
Get off of me, nigga! Fuck wrong with you, nigga?
Come on, where my glasses?
Get off of me before I drop your goofy ass again. Now beat that, bitch ass nigga. Pay for this shit, hurry up.
No,
Pay for that shit and hurry up before I drop your ass again. Touch me, get on
Yo,
the drop.
stop video for they
Quit
help
touching
me.
me.
You got my key.
Quit touching me,
help
bitch.
you.
No, come on.
You want somebody help you? All right, there you have it. This is the reality. Your reality is your reality. Trying to push against it by becoming weaker, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. You have to be in your essence always. Try to get in your essence. If you're a woman, play with the cards you're dealt. Understand the game. Let me see here. Understand the game. Understand the game before you move forward. If you listen to this kind of rhetoric, you will hurt yourself. Let's see. Just buy me Fekomi Smackdown for 48 hours, and I'm good to be married. Thank you. What's Fekomi? Is that a drink in Nigeria? Anyway, this type of things will not work in reality. There's a different lane for women. There's a different lane for men. Everyone needs to play their roles. Okay, you can push against the role if you want, but I hope you know what you're doing. Most of the time, people that push against the roles, they don't know what they're doing, so they drown. Okay, they drown. Gentlemen, this is what it looks like when you drown, when you push against your role.
Get off of me, nigga!
Help me,
Fuck
yo.
wrong with you, nigga?
Come on, where my glasses?
Get off of me before I drop your...
All right, that's what it looks like. Okay, and the people you're trying to talk to, they're like, there are players in the game that will scoop them up in no time. The ones that are working on themselves, and you just be on the internet, you could just explain tired.
We go explain because no evidence.
All right, so let's just get let me get to the main story of the day. Finally, let's just leave Daddy Freeze alone. He go do all right. But that stuff right there, the weak men will bite all over it. They are all over it. They love it. Some of them might even think they're trolling. They're like, let's make fun of it. Like, you're trolling. You're not trolling. I believe you, but you're a joke. You're not joking, but you're a joke. Okay, you're a joke. Okay, and I'll be here to continue to cover these stories for as long as you continue to believe in such stuff. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. If you're here, you haven't been here for a long time, please keep coming back. We have lots and lots of shows that we're covering, okay? And you don't want to be missing out on any one of them. I'll be right back.
It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.